Hello everyone, welcome back to Ifechi family. Following on from my last video, I had an opportunity to speak with a young man who recently got married, and he actually told me that he's a product of divorce. When he was growing up, his parents, there were three of them. He is the oldest of the three, and that he went through the challenges of his parents' divorce. And I was, because I know that he's now married and happy and doing well for himself. And I asked him, how was it? And what he shared with me is what I am here to share with us. Because of what has been going on social media regarding the passing of this 16-year-old boy or young man that passed away, and all the things going on at the moment, which is really heartbreaking when you hear some of them. But from what he told me, how he got through and how he's able to be who he is today, I thought, okay, let me come here and share, because I'm sure it will help some other people. One of the first things he said was that their parents, even though they were going through difficult times with each other, the reason known to them, that they put them first. That was the exact word he used. Our parents put us first. They put us into consideration. That's how he said. And I said, what do you mean by that? He said that they made sure that they never use abusive words or disrespect each other in front of them. Another thing that helped as well was that they did not bring anything to social media, and actually that they did not even bring it open to so many friends and people and other people, and that it helped them a lot. So I got that. I'm like, wow, that's exactly what we're saying. Every single thing people bring to social media, and social media can make things worse, because they will start adding salt and pepper and all the rest of it to the problem. So we all know what social media can do to people, to relationships, to all sorts of things in our lives. So we must be very careful what we bring out to social media. Because once you bring something out on social media, people can just interpret it the way they want. They will start taking sides. If it's somebody that they like or love more than the other person, they will start taking sides. And sometimes it's natural. So the best thing is to keep yourselves, your private matters in particular, from social media, because of the damaging effects this can have on children. Very important. My main concern is the children. Two adults who choose that they don't love themselves anymore, and they decide that they want to part their ways. Let them do it in a civil way, so that the children are not adversely affected. Although no matter how good you try to do it, how well you try to manage it, it still affects most children. But some children get through it okay. So please, the best thing obviously is for parents to be together, raise their children up in a loving environment. However, if this is not possible, please consider the children and their future, because social media, anything can be anywhere. People, even if you delete something, people already have clips of things that they've saved, and they can use it against you in future. So it's very important. The other thing he also mentioned that helped them in managing the situation was that their parents always provided strong and constant reassurance. Strong and constant reassurance, meaning that they kept reassuring them it's nothing to do with them, because children would easily start asking, is it because of me that you and daddy are fighting, and stuff like that. So he said that one of the things that helped was that constant reassurance. It made them to know that they were not actually the problem, that it helped them at least to get it over their own heads. It does not mean that will take all the problem away. However, it will help that to just explain that it's not their problem. The next thing the young man shared with me is that their parents made sure that they did not involve them in the problem, in their issues. And this is very important because sometimes you see parents who are having issues with each other. They want to get the children involved, want to seek their opinion. What do you think? Or start reporting the other person to their children. They are children and not your parents. So you should be able to make sure that you don't involve them. And this young man said that he helped a lot because even though they had an idea that they are having problems, but the way it was handled and that they regularly talked with them. And at that time, he said that their understanding of the whole thing was nothing to write home about because they are quite young, but that it helped them, to understand somehow that there's no point in being together if they are not happy, but they reassured them that they're going to make sure that they are not involved and that they're going to look after them equally, albeit that they're not going to be in the same house. Obviously, what any child or all children will love is to come back from school, see their mommy, see their dad, and stuff like that, and they will just have that wonderful family time that they are used to. Maybe go out together, go to cinema, go to on holidays together. Such memories, children cherish them a lot. But we all know, especially with the society we are in now, that things like this can, people can separate and decide that they want to go their separate ways. And my priority in this video today is about the children concerned, bearing in mind what happened. As I say, we don't know how it affected him or how it's affecting the remaining three. So it's important for people to always think about these things and pray, but don't just keep praying without doing anything, that you're supposed to do. At the same, pray for your marriage, pray for things because you don't even know where these problems are coming from. I want to conclude this video by saying that two things that adults who wish to get married should take seriously into consideration are who they get married to and who they have children with. It's very, very important. You have to take these two things seriously because marriage is not for boys and girls. It's not something you just do, and if it doesn't work, there's a child there or children there, it's okay, we'll just manage. No. So make sure that you know who you are marrying to and who you want to have children with. Children should be put into consideration all the time. This video is because it's inspired by what happened, and I know it's happening in so many homes and where children are so traumatized by various things going on in the family. So choose who you marry to and who you have children with. It's very, very important. Don't just go there and impregnate a woman or do all sorts of things because you are uniting with somebody else. And it's very, very important to understand what you are doing because that can actually be very, very detrimental to the whole family. And it can affect the children in future. Although some, it can affect them positively and some it can affect them negatively. Like the young man I spoke with, he said that actually what happened in his home has helped him in his marriage, that he learned a lot from what happened with his parents and he's trying very hard not to repeat what they did. So that's a positive, but sometimes it's not always the case. So the most important thing is, as married couple, please be very, very serious with your relationship. And when there's children involved, that becomes even a bigger deal. Don't let those children suffer in your hands. Don't let them regret having you as their parents because of what they saw growing up. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. I will see you again in my next one. Goodbye and God bless.